Officer doesn't know that the female corpse he clapped is still alive. Now, what type of clapping are we talking about? I'm just saying though. All right.
Click. Wait, no, stay. Trust me, it's a good one. The opening scene features a funeral director, Elliot Deacon, who owns a funeral home. As a part of his daily routine, he prepares the corpses for their funeral.
Oh, fuck no. Nah, I can't be staring at a corpse like that and the corpse staring at me like that. Fuck no.
Talking to them softly. Currently, he is seen preparing the body of an elderly piano teacher. He then cut to a middle school teacher, Anna Taylor, who is having intercourse with her boyfriend, Paul. Paul. Despite the romantic setting, she doesn't seem to be enjoying it at all. Later,
yo, Paul, you ain't got no good Zick, nigga. Zick not good, Zick not impressive.
Showering, Paul inquires about the matter, but she insists that she's fine, though her expression says the opposite.
What the
Following
fuck?
this, Anna heads to work where she finds two big kids bullying her little student Jack.
What
she
the
reprimands
fuck?
them and immediately fends them off. After work, Anna is leaving school when the lights start
popping
flickering in the hallway.
perks?
Scared, she frantically runs towards the exit, but finds the door locked. Amidst this intense moment, Jack appears and inexplicably opens the door without any problem. That evening, Anna attends the funeral of her former piano teacher at Elliot's place. As she approaches the dead
His
body,
mouth is
she
opening.
sees it moving its mouth.
Nigga, is that nigga not dead? Or you about to have a rat come out her the mouth?
You've been practicing your scales? Startling her for a moment, but upon having a second look, she finds that it's normal and realizes that it must have been her imagination.
Oh, nah, she's
Later that
tweaking.
night, Anna goes to meet Paul at a fancy
Tweaking off the
restaurant for
perk.
dinner. During this, he tells her about his promotion to the company's headquarters, so he has to move to Chicago. He then pulls out a ring from his pocket, intending to propose to her and take her along with him. But before he can do so, Anna starts arguing as she thinks that he's going to break up with her. Paul tries to explain the truth, but she storms off without listening. She drives off in a state of distress, and amidst the heavy rain, ends up getting into a traffic accident.
Oh yeah,
In the
you
next
stupid.
scene, we see Anna on an embalming table in the funeral home with a pale face and a wound on her forehead. Shortly after, Elliot walks in and starts preparing her. As he proceeds to undress her, Anna opens her eyes and asks where she is. Elliot, with a surprising calmness, answers that she's in the funeral home and that she's dead. He further reminds her that she
Wait, but if she's dead, how the fuck is she talking to you, buddy?
collided with a truck loaded with metal pipes, causing her to die 8 hours ago. Confused and terrified, Anna still doesn't believe that she's dead, despite the funeral director's reassurances that she's merely in transition to the afterlife.
What?
Meanwhile, Paul wakes up in his house and attempts to contact his girlfriend numerous times.
Oh, she
However,
dead.
Anna's belongings are now with Elliot, who disregards the call and puts them in a storage closet alongside the belongings of other corpses. Unable to find her anywhere, Paul goes to her mother's house to inquire about her whereabouts. Much to his shock, Mom reveals about the tragic accident that led to her demise. In addition, she blames him for letting her drive in such bad weather. Back in the
My nigga, she
funeral
ran
home,
away.
Elliot stitches Anna's wounds, and she's perplexed that she isn't feeling pain. She inquires about this, but he ignores her and injects her with a fictional drug called hydronium bromide. Of course it has bro in the name, which she claims will relax her muscles. A while later, Anna's wheelchair-bound mother arrives at the funeral home to see her. In a crying voice, she talks to Anna's body, asking who is going.
Nah, see, this guy's sketchy. This nigga be killing people for fun. So that old guy was probably still alive. He probably injected something to make him stay like sleep or something. What the
to take care of her now. Before departing, she asks Elliot to turn her hair to its natural color, brown. Later on, Anna wakes up to find herself alone in the room. She musters up enough strength and sits in an upright position.
Oh,
she
hell
then
no.
walks up to the landline phone, but it isn't working. Just
Oh,
then,
hell no.
Paul shows up in the funeral home and requests Elliot let him see his girlfriend. Despite his desperation, the funeral director doesn't let him in because he has no legal ties to her. Hearing Paul's voice, Anna screams and pounds on the door, but her
GG.
efforts go unnoticed. Paul then goes to the police station to meet his friend Tom in hopes that he can do something to let him inside the funeral home. However, another police officer informs him that Tom has gone for his patrol duty and will be back soon. Until that time, Paul enters the police impound and sits inside Anna's wrecked car.
Damn.
Yes, he has a vision of his girlfriend, which is suddenly interrupted by Tom's hand.
The
Paul
fuck?
implores him to do something to facilitate his entry to see Anna, but the latter is helpless in this regard. On the the other hand, Anna wanders around the room and finds another corpse lying on the table.
They're probably
Not wanting
alive
to end
too.
up in such a fate, she grabs a pair of scissors and waits for Elliot. As soon as he walks in, she
Oh.
threatens to kill him, but the latter looks unfazed.
Nigga, how the fuck you miss, bruh? Bro, how you missed the damn scissor strike, my nigga? Come on, bro.
He claims that she is incapable of harming him because she's already dead. Anna argues, questioning how she's able to talk to him if she's dead. At this point in time, Elliot reveals that she's able to talk to him because he has a gift. I have a very particular set
He's
of
lying,
skills,
bruh.
the ability to communicate with dead people.
He's
It's like
lying.
The Sixth Sense meets Jennifer Love Bubit. He further suggests that she let go of life because her funeral is in 3 days, after which she'll be put into a coffin and buried forever. In the next
Nah.
scene, Elliot is preparing an old woman's body for a funeral when he is joined by Jack, who seems to know about Anna's death. The boy asks about her teacher, to which Elliot replies that her funeral is on Friday and asks him to leave for now. The next morning, Paul hears the whispering voice of Anna and also experiences visions of her taking a shower.
The
Now's not
fuck?
the time for that, Paul. However, he soon snaps out of his sleep, realizing that it was just a dream, a wet dream.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
no.
Elliot returns to Anna with a dress, which she will be wearing in her funeral. While he is distracted, she discreetly steals a bunch of keys from his pocket. Later, as Elliot sets out to pick up another dead body from the hospital, Anna hastily uses the stolen keys and tries unlocking the door. Elliot pulls over at a gas station to refill his tank, and this is when he realizes that he forgot his keys. So he rushes back to the
Oh,
funeral
yeah,
home.
Gigi, she's
In the
out of there.
interim, Anna manages to unlock the door.
Yeah,
and
she's out of
wanders
there.
around the house. She soon comes across a room with a telephone. She quickly dials Paul's number and
Oh?
starts praying for him to pick up. After a long ring, he does pick up the call,
Oh?
but soon hangs up, thinking that it's another hallucination. Just
Bro.
then, Elliot finds her and lets her see her corpse-like self in a mirror. This finally makes her believe that she actually has
Nah, nigga, that nigga put some makeup on your shit. Or whatever he's injecting into your body makes your skin pale.
died. At the same time, Jack, who is standing right in front
Oh.
of the house, notices Anna, leaving him in shock. Additionally, another suspicious event transpires. Anna sighs in front of the mirror, causing
Wait, the mirror might be setting some type of reflection to make it looks like she's paler, but she's not that pale. I don't fucking know.
shock. Additionally, another suspicious event transpires. Anna sighs in front of the mirror, causing her breath to fog it. However, Elliot cleverly wipes it off before she sees it. Now that she is convinced of her death, Anna stops resisting Elliot's preparation of her body and doesn't give any importance to what he administers her with. On the following day, Paul goes to Anna's school to collect her belongings.
What
When he's
the
about to leave, he is greeted by Jack.
Oh,
He tells
tell
him
him.
that he saw Anna in the funeral home wearing a red dress
Yes.
yesterday. Paul doesn't believe him and asserts that she is dead.
Nigga,
When the
if he
boy
see
claims
him-
that he doesn't love her enough, Paul becomes so angry that he slaps his face.
Oh,
He slaps his little face in front of everyone at the funeral home. A police officer arrives to see the dead body of his brother, who is kept in the same room as Anna. He then asks Elliot to leave him alone with his brother for a few minutes. As the funeral director leaves,
That
the
nigga's alive
officer's
too.
true intentions become apparent as he approaches Anna's naked body.
What
But
the fuck?
just when he's on the verge of touching her, Elliot walks in and asks him to leave. Afterwards, Jack revisits the funeral.
The hell
home
is that
and
about?
confides in Elliot about what he saw the other day. In response, Elliot calmly replies that they both share the same ability to communicate with deceased individuals.
Oh,
In
yeah,
fact,
right.
everyone has it. It's called the power of gaslighting. On his way home, Paul suddenly recalls the red dress Anna wore in the morning before she died. This raises his suspicion that his girlfriend might still be alive. He rushes to the funeral home, demanding to see her, but Elliot refuses. This time, Paul ignores him and breaks in, calling out for Anna. He continues searching for her until the funeral director threatens to summon the police. Paul then goes to the police station and tells Tom that his girlfriend is still alive. He further speculates that Anna has been sedated with some high dose of drugs.
Bro, they're not gonna
slowing
believe
down
you. They're
her
gonna think you're
heart rate to
crazy.
the lowest point. However, his friend doesn't believe in him, as he doesn't have any evidence to back up his claim. Later on, Elliot dresses Anna with her funeral attire, while the two have some deep conversation. She confesses that she was never happy with her life and wasn't able to love Paul wholeheartedly.
What the fuck?
However, now she regrets everything. The scene then cuts to the day of the funeral, where Elliot places Anna in the coffin. As he prepares to inject her with another dose of drugs, she asks to see herself just one last time. He then holds up a small mirror, and while she stares at herself, she notices her breath condensing on the glass. This makes her realize that Elliot has been lying to her the entire time and that she isn't isn't dead yet. In a state of panic, she tries to fight, but Elliot administers the drugs, rendering her unconscious.
GG.
Everyone gathers in the funeral hall to pay their final respects to Anna. A short while later, Paul also shows up and places the engagement ring on her finger.
So how the fuck she gonna wake?
Her lips and eyelids move a little, so Elliot nervously decides to close the coffin.
Oh no.
It is buried in a graveyard. The devastated Paul starts drinking heavily. He is then approached by the funeral director, whom Paul blames for burying Anna alive. In response, Elliot claims that maybe he is right and tells him to go check for himself. Infuriated, Paul reacts aggressively. Before he can attack, Elliot tells him that he does not have much time left.
You need to go dig her ass up.
The situation. Paul drives towards the graveyard.
Hey, you driving drunk?
Meanwhile, Anna wakes up inside the coffin and frantically screams for help as she slowly.
Somebody died just like how she
despite being under the influence of alcohol. Paul dodges several vehicles on the highway. He then arrives at the graveyard and quickly digs up Anna's coffin.
How the fuck you even make it there?
He somehow manages to revive her, after which she confesses her love for him. At the same time, Paul hears some odd sounds, and Anna explains it to be the sound of Elliot's scissors cutting his clothes.
Huh?
Next second, Paul finds himself in the funeral home with Elliot standing over preparing his body as he did Anna's. Elliot reveals to him that he never made it to the cemetery due to a car accident, which killed him. Paul protests that
what is the little boy doing there?
He is alive until Elliot inserts an embalming trocar deep into his torso. This script may have just been an excuse for a bunch of tasteless nudity, but that was actually a pretty good twist.
What the fuck? That was actually insane.